We're gonna be playing Celeste. This should be pretty fun. So, we only have chapter 6, Reflection, left. I'm really excited for this. I have no idea what this is gonna be like. I feel like if you look at the previous levels, you can see they very clearly have had more strawberries each time except for the second level. So it feels like this last level should probably be bigger. Which I'm really excited for. Alright. It is impossible to outrun your own reflection. I'm so excited. Theo, you're awake. Am I? I'm skeptical. I had a messed up nightmare. Yeah, about that. Wait. Oh, yep, it's all coming back to me now. That actually happened. Thanks for getting us out of there. I'm glad we were in it together. I don't know if I could have done that alone. Okay, whoa. Okay, sorry, my mind is blown. I said first dialogue option. We're playing along. How long was I out for? It must have been a few hours. Man, what a ride. Tell me about it. Are you okay? I mean, aside from an existential crisis? Yeah, I'm fine. Uh-oh. Clearly, this isn't a normal mountain. What's really going on here? I should have told you sooner. Back at the old ruins, a part of me escaped from a mirror. A part I'm not very proud of. I swear I dreamt it. You think the mountain made her real? Yeah. She's been haunting me the whole time. She last out at Mr. Oshiro. I think she was the reason the gondola stalled out. And she was there, in the temple. Why didn't you say something? I wouldn't have gone into that temple if I knew what this mountain was capable of. I tried to stop you. You could have mentioned that you dreamed Doppelganger was on the loose. Come on, Theo. You know how crazy this sounds. I didn't even believe myself. Okay. I understand. Next time, just talk to me though. I promise I'll believe you. Okay. Thank you, Theo, for believing in me. Back there, I mean. Believing in you was the easy part. I wish I could have helped. I was pretty useless stuck in that thing. You actually helped a lot. Honestly, I couldn't have made it without your help, without your support. Why is it so easy for you to trust me? Seriously, you barely know me. Honestly, you remind me of my sister. That's adorable. What's she like? Oh, you'd love her. Actually, you might not get along at first, but you'd eventually love her. She's a literal rock star. She's a musician? That's so cool. Okay, she's not like literally a literal rock star. Alex is just amazing at everything. She's studying to be a civil rights lawyer. Whoa. How do I remind you of her? You both live so deep inside your own heads. Oh. Alex has this amazing internal compass. It's obvious that she'll get where she needs to be. I can see that in you too. I wish I could say the same for myself. This is really cool. I really like how this works. It's like you're kind of like making how the story works. flows. Who do you think built the temple? It looks ancient. It must predate everything else on the mountain. The resort, the ruins, the city. There's a lot of history here. Yeah. This mountain has meant so many things to so many people. I'm starting to understand why that crazy old lady lives here. You ran into her too? What's her deal? I think she's just a mean person, but she does seem pretty content living out here. Your sister sounds great. I really remind you of her? Are you kidding me? You're the one who's dead set on climbing this mountain. And you don't even know why. That's classic Alex. I'm just teasing you. Why are you climbing the mountain, anyways? You're right. I don't even know why. I just had to get out of my head. I'm stuck in a cycle. You're preaching to the choir here. I've had many a soul-destroying day job. Work is fine, actually. I'm going crazy. I can't stop thinking about dumb crap that doesn't matter. My brain fixates on these stupid things that happened forever ago. I should be over them. But none of it even matters. I'm good at keeping up appearances, but the truth is I'm barely holding it together. I'm sorry. That's pretty rough stuff. Can I help? I stuttered. You're already helping. It feels good to say it out loud. You don't talk to anyone about it? No, not really. My mom knows I get depressed and have panic attacks. That's about it. No wonder you feel trapped. How do you cope with anything? I drink, mostly. I wasn't expected. You get mad at people on the internet. That is the best, like, I really love that. This is like such a serious scene, and then it has like that really good bit of comic relief. That's great. Alright, this is the next one. How about you? What brought you to the mountain? I'm just kind of bumming around, as usual. I started this new job in Seattle. I thought I finally knew what I was doing with what I was supposed to be doing with my life, but I hated it. So I quit after a week and hopped a bus to Canada. I just felt this urge to get lost in the middle of nowhere. Now that I'm saying it out loud, I realize how flaky it sounds. It just sounds like you're under a lot of pressure. Not really. Everyone is so patient with me. Though, I guess I am putting a lot of pressure on myself. People always think I'm comparing myself to Alex, but I swear, that isn't the problem. I'm just worried that I'll never figure out where I'm going. You said you wanted to feel lost. Maybe you should just embrace that for now. Maybe. Would you mind talking about what depression is like? It sucks. Yeah, but what does it feel like? Alex struggles with it too. I really want to understand. We can talk about something else if you want. It's like I'm at the bottom of the ocean. I can't see anything in any direction. It's claustrophobic, yet I feel exposed. I remember feeling normal, but now it feels just out of reach, no matter what I try. Then again, I was probably always messed up. It just took something hurtful to bring it out. There must be something wrong with me. Whatever happened, I'm sure it's not your fault. I guess I thought that I could... I don't know. I'm just floating in this abyss, swimming in a random direction, hoping that I find something. That's really why I'm here. But I can't escape myself. I'm literally fighting myself the entire way. Maybe this is all pointless. Madeline, you just saved my life. That's not pointless. Yeah. Look, you're a good person. You're a little intense, but you're a good person. I think you're just trying to push out of that rut you're stuck in. And that's a totally legit reason to climb the mountain. Maybe that's helpful. This part of you that's haunting you, maybe she comes with the territory. So you think I'm stuck with her forever? Well, she's stuck with you, too. That's not helpful. Okay. So when do you get to play the game? Well, you see, this is the final chapter, so there's a lot of dialogue and setup. We're about to play a lot of game. And this is really good. Soon. There's probably like two more options. So you want to destroy this part of you. Would that hurt you too? If I don't, she's just gonna keep bullying me. She says she's protecting me, but that's obviously not true. Maybe she thinks she is. She could be some kind of twisted defense mechanism. Honestly, who cares? She has so much control over me. I hate it. Maybe you can learn to control her instead. The feather helps a lot. I really wonder how that's gonna work. Thanks for teaching me that. Just one of my grandpa's many nuggets of wisdom. Are you close to your grandpa? Yeah, I was. Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, that's just how it is. All I can do is stay positive and live a meaningful life, because that's what he would want. I'm so sorry, Theo. Thanks. What else did you learn from your grandpa? So much stuff. Actually, he was the one who told me about Celeste Mountain. He always said that this place changed his life. After I quit my job in Seattle, I realized how close I was to it. I felt like he was telling me to come here. Grandpa said that the mountain was special. Do you think he went through the temple like us? Do you think he understood the power of the mountain? Sorry. So, gosh, my voice is dying. He never talked about what happened here. I doubt your grandpa was as messed up as me. His experience was probably less violent. He found the mountain before I was born. I don't know what he was like before that. I wonder what he learned about himself here. Alright, cool. 2 more dialogues. This one changed, which is really cool. Why not take a vacation instead? What do you mean? Dude, you needed a change, so you chose to climb a mountain. Why not do something relaxing instead? Go to Hawaii or, like, take a bath. I guess I feel like I need to accomplish something. It sounds like you have enough on your plate already. I guess it is kind of extreme. But that's how I am. I need something to challenge me. And I can't just do something a little bit. It's all of me, or nothing. You know what? I want to remember this night. Let's take a selfie. I thought you'd never ask. That's so cute. You know, despite everything, I feel pretty good right now. Wait a second. You're gonna reach the summit tomorrow. Don't jinx it. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready to put all this behind me. I'll be cheering you on. We should get some sleep. Okay. Good night, Theo. Thanks for being cool. What can I say? Comes naturally. I love the music here. Okay. 1 second. Literally 1 second is what I meant, but unfortunately now it's 5 seconds. Alright, cool, we did it. Okay. I really like this. I love this section. Okay. These kinds of sections are so cool to me. Oh, and you can just like straight up. Okay, I see. This is the stuff I'm good at. Work is so easy now, I just gotta figure out. Nice! That's really good. Good. I hope you figure that out. The northern lights are so beautiful. Yeah, they are. Where are we? We need to talk. Okay. I finally understand who you are. You're not my true reflection. I'm not? You're everything I need to leave behind. You're cruel, paranoid, controlling. Why would you say that? No, it's okay. I understand now. I don't need you anymore. So you're just abandoning me? I'm setting you free. We'll both be so much happier. You're so stupid. You think you can just leave me behind? You think you can blame everything on me? You think you're above me? Answer me. Calm down, please. Calm down. Breathe, Madeline. Use the feather. Wait, how do I do this again? That's how, okay. Oh, you have to move the feather. Brain works. Okay, I got this now. ML, no. You're going to think about a feather to stop me? You're not above me, and you can't climb this mountain. It's time to accept that. This is really cool. I like the... Madeline, what's happening? Oh shit. Oh, gorge. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can't move. Oh no. What do I do with this? Oh. Nope. Interesting. I love that type of mechanic in games because I'm actually really good at joysticks. Like, I control them well. Fuck. Oh, that's such a cool like way of how it... Okay, shoot. Because of how it works, like you get like a second chance, in a sense. Okay, wait, I'm too anxious. Okay, there. That's not gonna work. Timing's a little hard. This type of mechanic, I am a lot worse at. However, I will say, like, the game gives you, like, windows. At least here. There, I messed it up, but... It's friendly to... Oh my gosh. Okay, we got this, we got this, we got this. Let's go. Okay, free. Okay. Oh no. It's so I should just dash and then... Okay, I see what I should do. I should have just dashed up. It was so free. Oh, whoops. Okay, free, free, free. Maybe free? Ah. Okay, if I just like hold on, use this button, very free. Okay. Close. Gaming. Okay. This is it. No mistakes. Mistake. But only one. A fixable one. Also a fixable mistake. Thankfully, mistakes are usually fixable in video games. Maybe not in real life. I don't give life advice. Okay. Okay, we got this. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got this. I like how I was like, oh, I'm really good at these sections, by the way. Ha ha ha. Okay, that was kind of good. Cannot really waste much of the feather there. Hey. Cool. Oh gosh. This one you basically have to be instant. Okay, that one. It had like some leniency. How do you do this? What don't I see? Oh. Nope. That's a bad end. Oh, another bad end. Alright. Oh, I'm so momentum. Wait, why did I do it like that? Interesting. Oh, I see. Maybe I don't see. I mean, the feather definitely has to do something. Oh. Genius. I see what I need to do, I think. Okay, kind of. Don't think this is it. Hey, there is something over there. Oh, I'm silly. Close. Are there like really no straw? Sad. There has to be a feather. Yikes. Oh, I see. Why? They're a wall guy. Listen, I saw it. Relax. Oh, I have to use momentum. Also, I need to not waste another dash. Like that, at least. Yikes. Momentum, right. Okay. Oh, clean. I hate this. Ah. We're gonna go bottom. Oh. That's so cool. Okay, that's cool. So that will... Oh, it resets your dash. Okay, that's cool. Okay, let's go up. And dashing into it is a little unnecessary. Oh, there's spikes. Right. Those. Okay. Gaming. Okay, gaming. If it's in a bubble, you always have to pop the bubble. Important to remember. Gaming. Okay. Okay. This is so weird. Like, this level is completely different than every other level in the game. I don't get it. Like, it's not bad. It's good. It's just, there's no, like, side objectives or anything. I feel like I'm just missing something. Close. Ah! Oh, no? Okay, close. Oh, you did it right. Okay. I need some water. Uh-oh. You don't really need every dash. Yeah. Well, it might make it easier. Overall. I'll just take every dash. Oh my. They like made it so like it's not like perfectly synced anymore. So you actually have to like do inputs. Close. Oh yeah, I'm alive? I was alive. Oh my god, I'm lost. Okay, that's actually pretty tough. But I'm no longer lost, so that's good. Close. Close. Ah. I need to stop. I just keep stretching my neck. I'm gonna scream. But maybe I don't have to scream? I don't have to scream? I'm a gamer. I'm such a gamer. Let's go. Okay. I'm sorry. I really like how these mechanics work together. I don't even need to grab the feather there. No reason. Okay. Close. Focus. Aiming. Optimal. Optimal. No! Optimal. This means shit's gonna happen, I'm pretty sure. Oh, hello again. Of course you're here. Calling it quits, I see. No, I fell. It's over. It's probably for the best. The mountain doesn't pull any punches. Yeah, I get it. I wasn't strong enough to climb your stupid mountain. You can laugh at me again, if you want. I didn't mean to actually laugh. Sometimes you gotta know when to throw in the towel. You'll get over it. You know what? I had a lot of time to think climbing out of this cave, and I'm already over it. That part of me was right. I can't do this. I'll just go home to my sad life and be miserable forever. You clearly aren't over it. Shut up. I know. I don't want to give up. But no matter how hard I try, she sabotages me every step of the way. A lot of kids come here to climb this mountain, only to give up. It's a shame that you fell. I'm starting to think you'd make it. What makes me so special? I've never met someone so angry at themselves. Honestly, I thought you'd reach the summit just to spite yourself. Gee, thanks. This girl you're talking about, it sounds like she's holding you back. Talk to her. Figure out why she's so scared. You think she is scared? I guess I never thought of it that way. Stop wasting both of our time and ask her, what have you got to lose? Yes, but now we say that I do another one. I don't know how to find her. She's part of you, right? And if you look for her, she won't take long to find. So you know about the mountain's power. Of course I know. I live here. I tried to warn you. You need to work on your messaging. A glimpse at the truth is good for people, even if most people can't accept what they see. There's no shame in running back to your car and driving away. Someday you'll be ready, then you'll come back. No. I'm going to see this through. No more running. I thought so. Good luck. There's more? How can you stand living here? Isn't it hard to deal with all this all the time? It's true, you never really get used to it, but it keeps me sharp. I like that about it. But the mountain is so confrontational. Sure, it doesn't beat around the bush. Celeste Mountain is a place of healing, dear. The first step of healing is confronting the problem. It's never easy. Tell me about it. Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. I really like this. I'm a fan of, like, reaction checks. This isn't even, like, super reaction checky. But it's presented in an incredibly cool way. Whoops. I haven't dropped any frames today, that's great. That means we can definitely play League. I'm excited. Hopefully we have enough time. It almost feels like there's another chapter after this, but I'm not sure. It kind of does seem like the ending though, too. Just like an extra long chapter. Oh, this goes. This is an interesting mechanic here. You have like momentum the whole time. That was cool. I got tired. Evelyn? Looking for me? I thought you were done with me. That was a mistake. I'm sorry. You think you've got it all figured out. You think you don't need me. I said I'm sorry. We need to move past this. You expect me to trust you? You aren't innocent here. But I know you're scared. Look, we're at rock bottom. There's no point in fighting. I can keep digging. I can pull us down to the center of the earth. What would be the point? Let's climb out of here. Together. Come close to me and I'll make you regret it. Oh my god. Okay, this is sick. What is happening? Oh, I just have to touch her. I don't even have to, like... I don't necessarily have to dash. This is so good. Oh. I love this. This is like a platformer, like, best hit section. Oh, man. It's so good. Okay, it's okay. It's hard. This is so good. Okay. Oh no. Alright, you need to stop doing that. Okay, good. So yeah, you can actually like attack it before it does its theme a lot of the time. I need to get... There's always that laser attack there. Close. Not close enough. This is so good. I'm actually like I'm actually like amazed at how like well this is presented and stuff, and how exciting this is. Oh, I think the song ended. Did it loop? No, it didn't. It's kinda soon though. It feels like the ending. Okay, this is hard. Alright, perfect timing. Let's go. We can do this. I am a gamer? Okay. Gaming. Exceptionally gaming. Yikes gaming. Oh my lord. Okay, we got this. Focus. Even though I keep dying, like it's well designed, I'm just messing up. Which is good. Like I respect that. What I want to see. Yikes. The little like ball attack feels kind of cheap, but it's also a punish for going too slow. So it's fine. Finally. Oh, there's more. Okay. This is tough. This has to be like either the ending section or there's like a phase switch after. No way. At least we're getting more consistent. I didn't realize there was something down there for me to be on. Thought I'd die. Alright. Cool. I knew it. Alright. I actually have a slight headache. Oh no. I feel like fine now. I had pasta before the stream, which was a great idea. Thankfully had enough time. Gosh. Another tough little part. Okay. I knew this would come back. Okay, shoot. Sometimes you just need to go down, but I'm always afraid to. I feel like it's understandable. Like it's kind of like a terrifying option. This game will reward you for taking the terrifying option. I didn't mean to jump. That time, played it a little safer. Cool, this room took a lot less time. Okay, I like this swap up. I really like that swap up. Ah, I let go too quick. Cool. Nice. Okay, I feel like I'm smurfing. Let's go. Okay, this is cool. That's really cool. Close. Oh, it starts you. Okay. Fine. Feels like anime. Oh my gosh. This is really cool. I get why it took so much time introducing these mechanics. It can't like have this section without spending that much time. Like even then, like I honestly wasn't that much time given how intense this section is. I'm excited for, I wonder if there's a B-side here. I'm excited to 100% this game eventually. This is so cool. I did you a favor. You aren't a mountain climber. I'm just trying to help you. None of this would have happened if you had listened to me. What the heck? Okay, this is so cool. Okay. Whew. Tough. There. I really enjoy this music switch up. Okay. I love how this, it's like a bunch of mini puzzles. But like these, I really like the like Super Meat Boy style of like quick levels, or like quick screens I mean. So like this and how it incorporates like different mechanics and like boss fights, it's so cool. It's so tough too, like it's an impressive game. Messed up. Uh-oh. Are you winning? Yeah. I think I'm doing pretty good. Not like right when you came in, but overall. This is more what it's been looking like. Yeah, kind of crazy. Yes, okay. Oh, that was really cool. Great timing. Fine. Fine. You win. I guess you don't need me after all. If you want me to go away, I'll try. It's not what I want. I need your help now more than ever. Please, let's work together. Work together? You're joking, right? It's okay to be scared. Oh, the controller vibrated. Oh, those are 7 Dragon Balls? I knew it, okay. Is this how C-sides work? You have like 2 dashes? That's so cool if it is. Kill that idiot Bloodlust. Game 2, sweet. Wait, is this like game actually like double the size I thought it was? That's cool. I like how her hair is pink. It's very pretty. Oh, whoops. Okay, what? Oh, it's so cool. How did we do that? If we can climb like that, maybe we can still reach the summit. You still want to climb the mountain? Why would we go back up there? Maybe I won't play League today. It's good to see you two playing nice. Hey, thanks for talking some sense into me earlier. Don't mention it. I'm glad I can still be useful every now and then. Madeline! Theo? Madeline, you're okay. I ran down to help, but it looks like you're doing fine. Thanks, Theo. Honestly, maybe that fall was what I needed. Is this the part of you that you're talking about? She's like an adorable goth Madeline. Hi. You were right, Theo. I shouldn't be afraid of her. If her and I work together, I think we can still finish the climb. That's so rad. Wait, no. I didn't agree to this. You said we talk about things first. You're right. I understand that you're scared, but we both know that this is something we want to do. We have to try one last time. YOLO! Yeah, you've got this. I don't know. We were so close, and then we, fell. The mountain tore us apart. Yeah, that happened. But I have to believe we can put that behind us. I have to believe we're capable of this. It's not a bad idea. It'll still be difficult, mind you. But I'm amazed you got as far as you did, butting heads like you were. I reckon you can make it, if you cooperate. Okay, I'll try. Can I help? You've already done so much for me. Let me hold on to your bag at least. Good idea. This won't take long. So chapter 7? That image was really cool. Oh, I didn't have that many deaths. I feel like a pro. It's like epilogue, or is it chapter 7? Chapter 7. Chapter 7. Okay. Okay, so there were no strawberries, so I wasn't going crazy. Good. Alright, change the title. Chapter 7, 10 exclamation marks. Good title. I'm so excited. I really want to know what's gonna happen. Okay, let's go, let's go, let's go. The game is only like 15% bigger than you expected. Poggers! Poggers! We can probably play League then. That's cool. I wanted to get at least one game in. Good good YouTube content. Very important. Oh, Snow, before you were here, we managed to react to like 6 videos. You should be really proud of me. I had to burp, so now we're gaming. All right, serious. Shit. All right, serious. Alright, gaming. What's happening? Okay, that's what's happening. No! Okay, next. Okay, no! Okay. Oh. Oh wait, I have an extra jump. Oh, I had more jumps? Wait, does that reset it? It does. Gaming. This is so cool. I like this. It's hard, but it's cool. No. Okay, gaming. No. Gaming. This way. This way. Oh, there's a heart up there? Oh, there's a strawberry. Wait, there's strawberries. Thumbnail. Okay, good. Okay, that's really cool. So they do make it like workable in the game. We're getting the hang of that. If you say so. This mountain doesn't stand a chance. Stop jinxing it. Because we've done Pico 8, we get the reference. Oh, that's so cool. Why am I even looking at that? I don't need to. My brain doesn't actually process information in front of me, so we didn't really get anything from that. We're just good. I'll prove it. We're just good. What? That's cool. I like that. Is there a way over there? There is. think I get it. No, you start all the way. Okay. So far. I need to save the dash there. I'm pretty sure I have to use one. So it's very important I save the other. Right. Shoot. Close. I did a bad dash. I didn't really need to like go max distance there. I could have played it safe. Well, that's unfortunate, but we saved it. Okay. Less fortunate than what just happened. I used too many jumps. Or dashes. Oh. What? I would like to stop dying. That's my goal right now. Never mind. If it increases by 500 M every time, this is not gonna be short. We will see. Alright, focus, focus, focus. I like how I'm going for like the optional content right now. A little pointless, but I respect it. Cool. I feel like this is gonna end up being like the actual, like, you know. Seaside. Or something. This is so forgiving here. I feel like. Oh, I have to get everything. Okay, that'll be interesting. How do you do that? I think I see it. Maybe I don't. Yikes. Okay, I see it though. I see it for sure. Maybe I don't. Okay, yeah, I just have to hold on to the wall. Shoot. But I proved I can do it. Oh, I proved I mastered it, actually. Good gamer. Not good gamer. Sorry, less good gamer. Real gamer. True. Okay. Okay. Shoot. How are you feeling? I'm fine. I'm just waiting for something to go wrong. No matter what happens, I'll be right there with you. You know what's really scary? I'm starting to believe you. Okay. So, okay, this is chapter 2, so it's not too long. This is so cool. I didn't realize that this game was one of those games that has like a bunch of different mechanics. I'm really happy that it is. Like, I knew it was, but I didn't realize that it was like a bunch of different mechanics and it swaps every level. It Takes Two does that, and that was like incredible too, and I really liked it for that. I didn't realize that like Celeste was a game that was probably inspired by. Okay, I love this mechanic. I forgot how much I love it. I'm excited to do the B-side. Oh my god, that's gonna be so good. Yikes. Feel like it has to be like here and then okay, I see it. Almost. Okay, I see it better now. Actually, I really want to see if this works. Oh. I did it wrong, but I'm not gonna waste my time. Let's just do it the right way. Yeah. That feels good. I love this game. It makes me feel so good. The music here is perfect too, obviously. Like, I don't really need to comment on it. I fucked up my dashes. You can only use one dash, don't forget. Okay, also I have to use it, like, properly when I... Yikes. Okay, game. Nice job back there. Look at you. Miss Positivity over here. You're so supportive. Don't push your luck. Chapter 3. Close, but I get it now. Need to be a little patient here. Close. This is hard. I'm bad at like this kind of tight platforming. Bad patience. Ooh, that's okay. We have to beat this now. Otherwise, we will be a boring stream. Okay, good. This is gonna be so fun to timestamp on the VOD. Oh gosh. It won't take too long, honestly. Like, timestamping is not really the hard part. The editing of the reacts is really the hardest thing. And hard is like, it's more like time consuming than hard. But and I need to do more edits. The next thing I want to do is like, maybe like facial stuff. Like on the zoom ins, like download one of those things that like distort faces and like have the filter like Snapchat does, because those are funny and like easy. And then besides that, I also want to do like varied zoom types. I also want to do like the oh, what's coming next in this video thingy at the beginning of the video that like good YouTube channels have. Is that increases watch time. Fun stuff. Like the cool thing is you really only need to make like the first edit of the video, the highest effort edit, because that's like the most important one that like you entice people to get more watch time in. Because YouTube really just wants you to be able to at least hit like 30% watch time average. That's it. At least for like my like mediocre 100 view video max videos. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cool. Didn't even realize there was space there. Also cool. Not as cool. This level is more forgiving here than I thought it was initially. Better take advantage. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got this now. Okay, we really need to like take a second to collect ourselves there because it's not worth dying. I didn't realize that's how that works. This entire time, wow, okay. Oh my, what am I doing wrong now? It changed. I think I'm jumping. Like before, that was the problem. Just hang on to the wall for half a second. You got this. Alright, finally. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, I got this, for sure. Close. Okay, just book it. Don't try and wait there for the strawberry. It's not worth it. It's too scary. Alright, but I need to repress the jump. See? A lot of the time in platformers, it's only hard if you wait. See? Like, that section looks so much harder than it actually is. This section, though, this is the hard stuff, trust me. God. Alright, we got this. I don't know why I keep doing that. See, once it starts taking time, and you start closing your eyes, that's when they get you. Alright, seriously now. Seriously now. There. Okay, I need to figure out a way to do that differently. What I am currently attempting— oh my god. What I am currently attempting— alright, we got this time. No. I'm getting tired. Which is sad, I've only been streaming for like really 2 hours and 30 minutes. But we're definitely gonna beat this and play at least one game of League. I'm probably gonna take like a small break to get up and stretch after this and stuff. But that's it. Decided to just take some time. Interesting. I'm down for this. Interesting. Also interesting. I see it. I don't see it, I guess. Okay, we did it. Okay, close. Okay. Getting used to having 2 dashes, it's a little hard. Okay, that was good. Close. Close again. That wasn't gonna end well because we had no dashes. There it is. Close. Okay, what do I do here that I'm doing wrong? Oh, I see it. Close. Nice. I hope Mr. Oshiro is okay. Why? He treated you like garbage. Yeah, but I still care about him. And you didn't have to snap at him like you did. Sorry, I need to check my phone just to make sure. Whatever. I mean it. You're way too aggressive. Well, you put too much energy into bad people who will just end up hurting you. Mr. Oshiro isn't a bad person. He transformed into a monster. He tried to hurt you. And now you're defending him? I'm not defending him. I'm on your side here. I might still be in that hotel if you hadn't forced the issue. But I still hope he's alright. Okay. I'm sorry for snapping at Mr. Oshiro. Thanks. It's in the past now. Chapter 4. There's like 2 left after this. It's gonna be so like quick for me because I'm so good at this game, so yeah. Okay, so there isn't anything there. Oh. Close. You have to check. It's cool having this back for a little bit. I mean, obviously they're bringing back every mechanic, but having this back specifically is interesting, I feel like. Like, what this game does well is that it never overstays its welcome, so it's always like, oh hey, this like could get annoying mechanic that's actually back now. It's so cool. Yay. And like, you know that it won't be here for too long. But even if you suck, it's okay. Okay, I don't need to get fancy here. I see what I need to do. Perfect. That's perfect. Oh, I forgot the snowballs go to wherever you are currently. So it's all about keeping your altitude changing. Close. We can definitely get it this time. Oh, I forgot you can jump on it. Now it replenishes both your jumps. That's cool. I thought I'd jump on it. That was not even close. Oh, there's a strawberry. I almost didn't even see it. How do you do that? Oh, you have to jump on the snowball. There's no other way. The snowball stopped coming. It's stressful. The chance I won't get any league games in, honestly. But worst case scenario, I would probably just end up streaming impromptu on like Thursday after my staples removed anyway. So it's not really the biggest thing in the world. Or maybe we can get one game in. We'll see. Close. Love the music again, obviously. Oh my god. I forgot to reset my dashes. Alright, let's focus. Okay, I should play that a little better. Just hold on, Maddie. You got this. Okay. I think I see it. Chapter 5's gonna be exhausting. I mean, there's like 2 left after this. This is exhausting, honestly. Cool, but exhausting. If I wasn't streaming it, I think I would like it a little more, just because then I'd be able to like vibe. But I like it a lot still. Okay, stop doing that. Whatever I do there, I have to hold on to the wall and figure it out. I dashed an extra time, but I see it now. Okay. Forgot to reset the dash. How do you do that without doing 2 dashes? It's impossible. What do you do here? I have to be missing something. Right there. There's no way over there. Has to be something else. Oh my gosh. Had to check. Making sure. What could it be here? I guess I have to just try my best to like, okay, I think I see something that's technically possible. We will see. I don't think it's possible. But maybe I can try this. Let's see. That doesn't work. Wait. I see it. I'm tired. Alright. Take it seriously again, but I did figure it out, so that's good. Oh my god, I keep doing this. Okay, it's fine. It's a little tough. Okay, I see it now. Thank God. Okay, if I had failed that, I would have been sad. I need to get the tomato, otherwise I'll be sad. I've gotten too many so far. Okay, I see what I do. Close. I see what I do. Oh, I didn't realize that. Yeah, it's cool. Thanks. That was me considering not getting the strawberry. I'll be honest. Not afraid to admit it. What do you even do there? Like, what is the option? What if I just, like... No, I can't fall all the way down. There's no way. I see something else I can do, though. I mean, you see my idea, though. Because it's gonna work. It might be hard to execute, but it's gonna work. It would have worked. I need to make sure I know, like, this path. So left and right. I messed that up. Yikes. It's okay. Still okay. I think I see how it can work. Well, let's try it first. It can't work. But I have a new idea. We're gonna give it one more try, assuming that I can get to the new idea. Tries until we try the new idea and see if it works or not. It'll work. I think. I guess there's no real way. We'll see. Close. I think I'm just gonna give up on the strawberry though. I don't think it's worth it. Spend like 20 minutes, I feel like. Maybe a little bit of an encounter. Yeah, like 10 minutes, but still. It's okay. Close. Still close. Yikes. I'm tilted. Finally. Wait, what? Oh, that was really cool. Feels good after like the last room that we had and having so much struggle. Feels good. We got it this time. Next time. Oh. This time. Close. Ah. So close. No. I thought that thing was gonna stay with me the whole time, so when it didn't, I got really stressed. Yeah, we got it. This is kind of easy. Oh, I guess it's really long. That was a close one. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we'd make it. Maybe you were right. Maybe this is too dangerous. No, I was wrong. We can climb this mountain. I've got your back. And I believe in you. That means a lot to me. This is chapter 5? Pretty sure. Yeah. I didn't even realize it worked like that. So hard if you try and get the... Wow. Keep moving my joystick weird. But we can do it, so that's good. Close. One more time. Close. I have a feeling like if we just get the strawberry, we'll get it this time. Everything else I have down. For sure. What did I say? Oh, I see what I do. Feels good. I feel like there's a sign that we also go down this level too, but I'm not sure if it's like accurate. Might just be missing stuff or something like that. I had a jump reset, right? Oh, I see why. Fun. Let's go this way first. Oh. How do you make it up there? I don't get it. We'll figure it out later, I guess. Wait, what? Huh. See what we do. I can't do that or I die. Should have been free. That too. Yay, strawberry. Alright, now this one. I see. I hope we're almost done. I really want to play Link. And stretch. I know there has to be like a really cool boss fight left for sure, which I'm excited for. I also hope it isn't too long. We got this. Please. I'm so tired. It's okay. How? Okay, I know what I'm doing wrong. We got it this time. No worries, no Johns. Okay. Close. Very sick of this level. I don't enjoy it that much. Like this screen in particular. Oh, if I just jump off the wall, it's so much easier. Okay. Maybe. I see. I see. Oh my god. No. Interesting. Oh, that's a cool way of doing this. Okay. Got it this time. Close. Ah, okay, we got this. Only use one dash there or I'm screwed. name of the game. Shoot. Oh, there's more. Why is that even there? Nice. This is it. The home stretch. We're so close. We're gonna make it. Yeah. What's wrong? I'm sorry. I was holding you back. I need to learn to trust you. It's not your fault. I tried to leave you behind, and honestly, I've been trying to leave you behind my entire life. I'm sorry. I wish I tried to understand you sooner. I was too proud or stubborn or something. We wasted so much time and energy. At least we're finally talking about it. How high are you right now? I'm not that high, believe it or not. I'm glad the mountain brought you out. I think we can move past this. If we can climb this mountain together, we can do anything. I have like staples in the back of my head, so I haven't washed my hair in a little bit, so maybe that's it. Also, maybe it's the shirt and the flannel. But, you know, it's important to have light clothes for thumbnails, so you look eye-catching. If we can climb this mountain together, we can do anything. What if we don't make it? I'd be okay with that. You would? Of course. I'm just glad we're trying. I really needed to do this. I'm finally starting to understand why. Let's finish it. I've also been streaming for like 3.5 hours and talking a ton, so maybe that's it. Who knows? Okay. This is basically it. Oh! That's a cool way of doing it. Okay. Good emote, good emote. Oh, I only got one, but there were 6 secrets here, and that's how you unlock. We're gonna replay this in the future, got it. I'm guessing there's something over here. There it is. Okay, so close. This is so different than like the rest of the levels. So much like more cramped. I like it. Good. Good. Also good. I have a jump left. A dash. Was not enough. Even if I used it, I swear. The second I used the dash, I was like, hey, this is doomed. Alright. No. Okay. Rigged, by the way. Alright, there's 24 flags left. We have to pick up the pace. I'm upset. Extremely upset. Oh, finally. Okay. Took me way longer than it should have. Yeah. I didn't even see that there. No. We got it. We got it. We got it. Gaming. Extreme gaming. The pace is picking up. Okay, never mind. I see it though. Kind of. I don't know why I did it like this. That's not it. I don't see it. Oh, I see it. No, I don't see it. Kind of. I don't really see it. What am I missing? The music in this game? Yes, it really is. I love it. Oh, I see it. That's silly. Easy. Okay. Basically every song, like every chapter, bangs. It's so good. And the level design's incredible. Everything's just incredible. It's such a good game. How? Oh, I see. I kind of see. This is cool. This is like the first time I think the wind's ever been up. Close. Okay, go down a little bit more. Little bit less. I ran out of dashes without realizing it. Okay, because of the raised air there, even if you run out of stamina, it's possible to like save yourself. I just need to do it right. It shouldn't be too hard. Maybe not impossible. Maybe. Okay, focus. I haven't stressed my hands in like 2 hours, so... That was actually very helpful, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. If I can do it once, I can do it again. If I can do it twice, I can do it a third time. Fortunately, that also means I can probably hit the spikes a third time, too. This isn't even a hard section. It's actually like crazy easy. It just looks really cool. Which I am okay with having. Okay, we got this. Okay, it's so hard. Honestly, I think this is the easier. I think the left side is easier, so we're gonna try that from now on. Listen, just because I speak too soon. Okay, easy. Now let's just do it like this. Okay. It's crazy to me how like well this game works with the increased jump distance. Like the entire game works around like a set jump distance, and then they just randomly increase it for fun. And it works perfectly. It's so good. And it'll go away and the game will still be just as good. Oh no. Okay, I got this. Okay. No. I need a dash there. I have to stop wasting it. It's okay. Oh, thank God. I have an idea for how that should work. Alright. That's really hard, but I think I can make the last one work too. I see it. That was incorrect. It's so tough. Okay, actually, I see it for the last one because you can do this. Yeah. Now I just have to execute. There. This is such a cool, that's such a good rhythm. It's so fun. Okay. I got so much better at these clouds. That feels good. I think at the beginning of this playthrough, I wasn't as like used to platformers because I hadn't played them in a bit, but by the end of this I've been like really good. Kind of. I don't need it. See? I'll just die there. I see it. I remember playing this part of the game and just me wanting to get to the ending as fast as possible at this point. I get that. I kind of get that feeling, too. Like, because I really want to see what's going on, and, like, it's kind of difficult, and, like, it's really long. Especially, like, streaming it is a little frustrating. Like, if I wasn't streaming it, I would have taken, like, probably, like, a 30-hour long break. And I'm also hungry, and I want to stretch. But I think the way that this like set of levels works and how it iterates, it's still really cool, and I like appreciate it for what it is. Okay, I see what I do here. I just need to get better at grabbing. Okay, maybe not. Maybe I just need to get better at everything. Yeah, just grabbing actually. Maybe not just grabbing. Is there like a way? Why didn't I? I know there's like C-sides and stuff, and B-sides, which I'm definitely gonna do, but I'm treating like, and I'm hoping this is like the end of the story, otherwise I'll be really sad and I'll have to stream even more. But I ended up doing that. But I'm excited for the seasides. Why didn't I dash? Okay, brain, work. Yikes. Oh, I forgot I can do that. That actually makes it a lot easier instead of like having to die every time. Finally. We're just gonna go, I don't care. Okay, we can do it though. This is the run. A little tight. I did it so fast, I died. Oh no. Oh, thank God. Close. I like that music switch. Almost died. We actually did it. I can't believe it. Wow, it's so beautiful. Look at how far we've come. I'm glad I got to see this before I... Oh, right. When we leave the mountain, you won't be able to talk to me anymore. At least not like this. Yeah. I know that we need to go home eventually, but it'll be scary to lose this body. You'll still exist, though. You were part of me before we came here. Yeah, I know. But I'm gonna have to depend on you to listen to me, even if I can't talk to you in person anymore. I just can't go back to how it was before the mountain. Don't worry, I can't go back to that either. I really want us to work together from now on. I believe you, but I'm still nervous. So, now what? Let's just enjoy this for a bit. Is there an epilogue? Oh no. Oh, it's such a pretty sight. It's cool how it has her alone here. There's no chapter complete. This isn't the chapter ending. Oh. It's the game ending. This is really cool. The way it represents her power here by having like Maddie have to like go into her before she can dash is interesting. I wonder how long this lasts. This is really cute. It's in chapter 3 now, so we'll see. It's so cute. That's such like a good ending to a game. Like it has you play through it up and then it shows you going back to, like it has you play through it up again and then it has you show it shows like you and like the villain go back down. Okay. The graphics look different. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe they're higher resolution. Welcome back. Madeline. Did you make it to the summit? Yeah, we did. It was incredible. Beautiful, isn't it? I didn't think it would be worth it, but it totally was. I should have given you my phone so you could take the ultimate selfie. True. Good evening, everyone. What are you doing here? A little bird told me there was to be a party. RSVP by bird. Positively magical. But if I am unwelcome, I shall take my leave. Please stay, Mr. Oshiro. It's good to see you. You know, this is the first time I've seen you outside that hotel of yours, Oshiro. I'm glad you made it. Madeline here is baking us a pie with all of the strawberries she's been collecting. Oh, that's wonderful, Miss Madeline. I haven't had strawberry pie since I was a kid. This is going to be amazing. Don't get your hopes up. She's not much of a baker. You also said I wasn't a mountain climber. True. I can't promise it'll live up to the hype, Theo. But I tried my best. So, how does it taste? I am impressed. This gives my baking a run for its money. Not bad. Holy crap, this is so tasty. Miss Madeline, are you available to cater our reopening banquet? Can I take a slice home for Alex? She'll die when she tastes this. That's so cool. I really like having the little thing at the bottom. 1,667. So what's this? Chapter 8. Oh. Well, this is for next week, huh? Huh. Wow. Wasn't expecting that one. Wait, how many chapters are in this game? So... Okay, looks like there's a chapter 9 too or something. I didn't really read too many spoilers, but you might want to check it out because you might not even have it unlocked. I'll check it out. Okay. About a year later. Hey there, kiddo. Nice to see you again. Here's the cave I told you about on the phone. Follow me. Wait, what happened to my dash? Excuse me. That's really interesting. What is this place? This passage leads to the center of the mountain. You said you wanted to come back and explore deeper. Doesn't get any deeper than this. Be careful though. When you get this close to the heart of the mountain, its power will start affecting you differently. Yeah, I already noticed some of that. Good luck in there. Oh? Where's that other part of you? I don't know. I expected her to show up by now. Maybe I've changed, and she's not part of me anymore. Or maybe you've grown together. Maybe it's not so easy for the mountain to separate you now. I'd wager she's still with you in some form. I like that theory better. I still wish I could talk to her though. That music playing was so good. Do you keep in touch with Theo? Yeah, he spent the summer in Vancouver. We gotta spend some quality time together. What's he up to these days? He's back in California with his family now. He wants to be around while his sister finishes law school. Sounds pretty intense, but he wants to be there to support her. He seems like a nice young man. It's been a while. How have you been? Canadians. Also, I need to start learning Twitch emotes. Dan's game. Okay. Should probably know what Dan's game is. Oh, same old, same old. And in my case, that's pretty old. I'm not getting any younger, that's for sure. Some days, just keeping the lights on can take all my energy. The mountain still keeps me sharp, though. I'm not ready to give up the ghost anytime soon. I'd expect no less from you. Take care of yourself. Alright. We have 1 heart. Oh, you have to do four B-sides. I get it. Perfect. We can do that. Not today, but we can do that. Alright, cool. So we did finish the game. At least, you know, essentially finish the game. Oh my gosh, it's me. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day. Bye.